Hey folks, it's CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. Outside, just checking out the view. Uh, I love this kind of a misty kind of thing. We're not getting the heavy fog that we got, but there is some kind of fog. I didn't mean to do a local weather report. Uh, yeah, I'm just killing some time. I realized that, since just after around midnight last night, uh, I really haven't eaten, I'm kind of an insomniac. I've always been kind of a that term almost sounds like there's something wrong with it. Some people are wired uh, to sleep in the day and live at night, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Uh, it's just happened. I don't live in a city where there's a tremendous stuff happening all the time at night, but there are things to do at night. The casinos, there are restaurants that are open. We don't have too many 24-hour places, but the clubs stay open. Of course, I don't drink, but yeah, there's stuff to do. Um, but I also love to get out in the daytime too. I really, yeah. My thing is, it's like I can get by with a few hours of sleep each day, and then every few weeks, maybe I just like hibernate for a couple of days, maybe take 2 or 3 days and just kind of like uh, do that. I don't know. That's my biorhythm, and yeah, some people are like that, But yeah, uh, more. I've noticed it's a little bit seasonal, like when the weather's cold, chilly and stuff like this. I tend to be a little bit more comfortable and sedentary and things like that. But I love to get out, love to walk. Pretty soon, I'll be going back into the gym. I'm actually reducing and keeping track of how much weight I want to lose. So to be accurate on that, um, there's a helicopter or something coming. Oh, it's a plane. Jeez, that sucker is going fast. Oh well. It's a cool looking thing too. So it's so dark out, and it was kind of low flying. I could only see the lights, but it kind of underlined the body of the plane. But yeah, so what am I talking about? Not much of anything. Uh, yeah, uh, whatever. Um, so I'm in the middle of uh, a fasting thing. I'll go to the gym. This is what I was talking about. I'll go to the gym. Yeah, pretty soon I'll start up again. But while I'm reducing, I really don't want to. I don't want to add muscle mass. So I'll do just enough around the house while the weather's bad, and I really don't want to get out to the gym anyway. That so I can keep better track of my reducing the numbers while I reduce. It's not always about numbers though; it's about body mass index. But weight can be a good point. I remember, and it's been this way for a while. I got to where I wanted to go, except for that last 10 pounds was very, very stubborn. So I had decided to take a challenge myself and do what I need to do to just get a definite right to my goal weight. Because I got like right within like 10 pounds, and it was like, that was stubborn, But, you know, uh, but that's cool. That's like, you know what? I remember taking a challenge like I was going to a fight that I was not going to lose. And I reversed the effects of my adult onset diabetes. So, yeah, my numbers are great there. Like my A1C stays in awesome zone. So yeah, that's cool. Um, so what that means is, you know, monitoring my diet and everything like that. Now, uh, yeah. So anyway, I had some dinner around midnightish or whatever. I don't know, I went to bed shortly after that. I didn't stay up all night, but Yeah, I just yeah, kind of did some chores around the house. Realized that I have not eaten dinner, and here we are about 7:30 p.m. It's so close to the end of the day that I'm just going to go ahead and turn this into a 24-hour fast. That's usually how I decide to fast, and it's not like I'm hungry or starving or anything like that. Oh, there's a receipt. Yeah, like you go to the store, you just like grab your receipt and throw it in your coat pockets. I'm terrible, notorious about not cleaning out my coat pockets if I'm out. And usually when I'm out walking, I may stop at a couple of different places. So then I'll come in and I'll be like, oh, I've got receipts from like two or three stores. I don't know. Uh, I have not immediately because it's January, but we have, some for the most part, we had mild winters here. We did had that freeze for a couple of days, and then all of last week it pretty much rained, and it was supposed to be raining this weekend. I don't see, uh, you know, uh, I don't see that it's here, but yeah, whatever. I didn't encourage myself to get out and do anything because of that, but. Um, in the spring going into the summer, I have a couple of friends that I want to visit. Some people that live in Little Rock, uh, and so I'll be doing some videos from Little Rock, and then of course I want to try to piggyback on that trip. I want to try to do Little Rock, and then from there get up to Parkville in Missouri. That's just outside of Kansas City. Um, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Uh, I think if I watch my budget, I should be able to afford it. You know, uh, I have a pretty. I've caught up on the things that I needed to do. I needed to get uh, last year. I had a goal of like getting some better furniture for the place, and I've done that. Shopped consignment and stuff like that. So I was able to do that. And also, what I wanted to do is I wanted to. Work on decorating the place. Now I've got the perfect idea. I don't know if I've talked about it or not, but I'm not going to talk about it now either. I do know exactly what I want to do, and it's going to allow for complete. What's going to allow for everything that I want. It's a pretty great room in there. It's um, pretty. It's a pretty long space. Like from here. Uh, it's about three times as long as it is from this wall to here. So it's like this room, which is already rectangular at this point, uh, triple it, and it's one long space, and all the windows are on this side. But that's okay. That gives me some ideas. Uh, I'm still not entirely sure of where the furniture is arranged in the apartment, but that's okay too because what I want to do is I want to focus on how I want to decor, what I want to adorn the walls with, and I've got the solution that is just perfect for me. So, uh, the people came and they were walking their dog and stuff. I don't want to. I don't want to be talking, making a video while other people are like overhearing or something like that because I don't know. I am actually uh, by nature a very shy person around people that I don't know. But at the same time, this is something that I realized. I go to uh, various functions, associations, and things like that suit for the different purposes. And what I remember, boy, being a little kid, I just loved to get together anytime I could and play board games. And it wasn't about the games. It was about the camaraderie of people sitting around a table talking, focusing on whatever. It was that. It was associating with other people. It's like, I really am a person that loves people, like in groups. I'm awkward to have like a one-on-one conversation unless, of course, there's a point of focus, there's a reason uh, to get together, uh, and talk. Then we can focus on that topic of conversation and then let some ancillary topics drift in as they need to. But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, yeah, I am blessed to have a lot of good people in my life. Um, but yeah, I'm kind of like when it comes to where I live, I'm really kind of quiet and reserved, and don't get too into the neighbors that I have. And I kind of want to keep good fences. Good. We don't have fences. I have a railing out there. But no, I do believe that. I do believe just it's okay to kind of know the neighbors and stuff like that, but just it's really good to keep healthy boundaries with neighbors. Um, for them and for me, for everybody. For everybody involved. Uh, so that's kind of cool. I am for the most part. It's like I do this. I make videos, but to be honest with you, aside from the videos that I do here, I'm kind of a private person. Uh, and I'm very fond of anonymity, discretion. I really, the people that I know when they talk to me, uh, and I talk to them or whatever, I pretty much trust that they're going to keep my confidence where it's needed. And I definitely know that I keep their confidence, you know. So that being said, I'm excited about Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk. They're coming up with another feud. Now we haven't seen an episode. We haven't seen a series of feud since feud with uh, who came first. Joan Crawford and Betty. Betty and Joan, whatever. There was a feud there, and he did an 8 episodes, 7 or 8 episode, I forget, season of Feud, and that was some years ago, and it was great because not only do I love Joan Crawford in particular. I've seen Betty Davis in a few things, and she's great, and I know that she's a wonderful character actress, but um, I don't know. I think that I think I love the misunderstanding uh, that people have of Joan Crawford. And it's all the way through the lore. So she goes back to mid to late 1920s in silent films, Joan Crawford, and during that time, Betty Davis was on stage in uh, New York. And so really, they were contemporaries, but Joan Crawford got noticed first. Um, she has that name because, and I think most people know this, she has that name because of a contest that came out of Hollywood. They were like, she'd done some silent films as an extra and put in the occasional appearance with her born name, Lucille Lesueur, but they really couldn't put that on a marquee. They felt the alliteration of it. I think it's a beautiful name. I think it would have worked. But the I think it was MGM. I think that she was signing with. They didn't feel that her name would work on a marquee, and the name is like sewer, the sewer, and they didn't want there to be any cognitive association with who they were going to invest and make their next big star. They didn't want her to be compared to a sewer. The jokes, and so people, critics especially, they will trash you, and you can just imagine the things that would have been said. So there was a contest: name our star, our next big star, and of course they were going to name her Eve Arden. That was the name that won the contest. But then they're like, no, there already is an actress by the name of Eve Arden. She wasn't. Uh, is it Eve Arden? Anyway, their last name was Arden, and I want to say Eve Arden, but it may not have been. I think Eve Arden was Principal McGee, and she also no, I don't know. Anyway, but the point is the name that it was going to be. And I think I may be mixing up that first name, but Arden definitely. But there was already an actress who was established. She wasn't the big star yet, but she was using it, so they decided, well, it would be better to have her not have the same name as another actress, and so they went with the second choice, Joan Crawford, and of course, um, friends and family referred to her as Lucille. Uh, for quite a while. I think, yeah, I think that's the story. And then so basically, she didn't like the name. She thought it sounded like crawfish, but she grew. Yeah, obviously she grew into it and adopted it, and she kind of that didn't people really didn't associate it with crawfish. She may have even been like, why can't I use my name, Lucille Lesueur? But anyway, uh, a reinvention, and stage name. And that time you really could, but there, it wasn't like instant press like it is now. You relied on tabloid, you relied on newsprint, you relied on. There wasn't even television. You relied on newsreels in between your movies and everything. You'd go to the matinee once every couple of weeks, and you would spend the day. You'd see two or three features, and then you'd see maybe some shorts. Yeah, I wish that we still did that today. I wish that um, movie theaters did that, where you'd go and you'd see two or three movies with a couple of shorts and everything like that, with the one or two main features, and then a couple of bits of programming and newsreels. They really don't do that. They'll have maybe like some opening stuff in the theaters while people are getting situated. But this new season of Feud is going to be featuring. It's going to retell the story of Truman Capote versus the Swans, who the show is dubbing the first Real Housewives. Now, this was before my time. This was in the 1960s, and you know, was it Jackie Onassis who did Valley of the Dolls, or the scandalous Hollywood themed novels? Well, so Truman Capote was kind of doing that. The thing is that he felt, I guess, I didn't watch any of the other movies about his life or anything like that. But I don't know. I've never been, to be honest with you, I haven't even read or watched In Cold Blood, which is supposed to be his thing, that the thing that put him on the map. I don't know. I know he's a writer, um, but yeah, whatever. Um, anyway, he just never did it for me. Um, but yeah, um, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna watch it because I like what I've come to realize. Even though I love American Horror Story and its sister show, companion show, American Horror Stories, I actually love the editing and the style and the out of sequencing style of storytelling that that they do with the Murphy Falchuk productions and everything. I love that. I understand Brad Falchuk, by the way, is going to be doing his own production. You know, uh, that's kind of separate from Ryan Murphy. I hope it doesn't mean that they're uh, dissolving a business relationship, because I think they work well together. I know that Ryan Murphy's kind of like the the forward name on that, but uh, you know, he I think that Falchuk has been as big of a part of it as everything else. Uh, I don't know. Gwyneth Paltrow is a lucky woman because Brad Falchuk is a good looking dude. um, Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I love a good, and I don't think telling these stories uh, is explicitly scandalous. These are people who have already passed on and everything like that. And uh, specifically, I don't think telling a story that's uh, from the 1960s, the events happened, and this is so far now. So I don't think that that's too destructive. I would rather watch that than watch somebody uh, give an exploitation piece on people who are at their height today. Like, I'm not a big Taylor Swift person, but I guess she's the big darling right now. But if somebody were to come out with a movie that, or a scandal or whatever, and it kind of like just ripped apart on that, I don't like that. Or when Britney Spears was big, but she was going through her things, her issues or whatever. I felt the press was very exploitive in that, and a lot of exploitation pieces. So if you're going to do that, and people love a good scandal, people love a good something that sizzles, tell the stories of legends past so that you're not wrecking lives. You're revealing truths that you want to reveal, sensationalizing it, exploiting it, having fun with it even, but you're not wrecking lives. I don't know. A lot of things to talk about. I don't know. I think I've got some chicken wings, not breaded like I typically do. I have them sitting in the sink. So somewhere around midnight, I'm going to be doing a food video about now hopefully something new, something different. I'm gonna look online for some chicken wing uh, tips, try to find something that's different, and then I'm pretty sure my people are gone from out here, so I'm gonna come back out here. My neighbors have kind of a large dog, beautiful chocolate laddie looking thing, uh, but I didn't want to be like out here just making a digital video while they were downstairs because I would probably catch them incidentally. I kind of like to not do that, but also, I like to be able to talk without the oh my god, people are overhearing me and I'm doing videos and being weird. But I am a weirdo. Hopefully, if we don't get any more rain, I can bring the cushions back out here. They're not great looking cushions anymore, but I did see where I can get some replacement cushions if I maybe go to the garden center at Walmart or something like that. I need to take one of them and or either get a tape measure and because I don't have a tape measure. I should get a tape measure for what I want to do, but I should measure the dimensions of the cushions so that I can find some cushions that are appropriate, for putting back out here and using. My plant's doing well, the aloe vera, and it's got a little brother, the cactus, the cactus is very low maintenance. I would say the aloe is pretty low maintenance too, but it's more of a medium maintenance. I've come to realize, but it's well, it's yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go inside and look up some videos with the chicken wings. This is just random rambling about nothing. I'm sitting on some things that I want to talk about, but I'm going to wait. Uh, Usually, it's around my vacation, my trip to see my couple of destinations, but um, I don't want to before I solidify anything. I don't want to get too. I don't want to say hey on this date and stuff like that. But yeah, that's cool. I like to visit other places because I think it's really fun to expand my experiences. And I would like you, if you're out there, I would like to invite you to come to Shreveport and the surrounding metro area and see what we have going on here. You know, I love you guys. Peace, love and light. Good night.